Hey, welcome back again, guys. Thank you all for watching. This is Tyler with Orion's Tactical. Today, as you see in front of you here, I've got an old vintage pair of brass knuckles. These are the real deal brass knuckles. None of that belt buckle stuff like you see nowadays. I know some of the newer ones they're a lot fatter, squared off. Some of them you might even see spikes coming out of them. All kinds of different variations, but these are really old. These were passed down from generation to generation through my family and finally got passed down to me. So I am very honored to own these. The gentleman that owned these, it was actually my aunt's husband, and I'm not sure how long he had those. He's actually deceased now, so I can't really ask him or anything like that. So it's hard to tell how long he owned these things before he passed, and then handed them down to my mother, and then my mother ended up handing them down to me. So, like I said, I'm very honored to have these. I would love to find some more information about these, but I've looked all over online. I can't find any brass knuckles that look, pretty much identical to these. So I'm really not sure how old they are, who made them, where they were made. I don't really know much about them besides that they're really old, and they've been passed down through my family for, gosh, it's been, if I had to guess, I'd say probably 60 years, maybe more. Like I said, the guy that owned them beforehand in my family, it's hard telling how long he had them before he passed and handed them down. And then from then on, it's been about 30 years that they've been in the family. So also, if any of you guys, I'm not a brass knuckle expert, so I don't know a whole lot about these. But if anybody that's watching this has any information about maybe how old these things really are, just anything at all that you can tell me about them, please do so. And I'll kind of give you a little bit of shots of the patina that it's got. You can definitely tell down here in the fingers all the patina. I would imagine that these things were a nice shiny brass when they were new, but over years and years and years, they've kind of turned this like a dull, almost like a dark brown color. So yeah, that's about all I know. I know they're really old, and I'll go ahead and put them on my hand here, show you about what they look like, and they fit my knuckles pretty well. They're a little tight in some places, but once you really get a good grip on them, there's one way that you can turn it. I think it's made for your pinky. The smaller hole over here, you can see it's just barely a little smaller. I think that was for your pinky, so it fits your hand a little bit better. You see there's just barely a little gap in between there, and then they fit in your palm really well. So these things are really solid. You can hear them there. I'm really not sure how much they weigh. I'll have to get into it a little deeper and weigh these, and I will still be doing some research. I'm going to try to ask some family members, ones that are still living, that might know a little something about where these came from, or about how old they are. But yeah, guys, if you could help me out, give me any information on that, I would greatly appreciate it. Just leave it down below. But they're really cool. This is the first pair that I've seen that looked like these. You don't see these old ones like this very often. It's mainly, you can see there compared to my finger, about how thin they are. So they're really thin. Most of the new ones you see now, they're kind of blocky and they're squared off a little bit. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I figured some of you guys might appreciate it. It's just a really old vintage pair of brass knuckles. So I'm just going to try to get some good close-up looks at it here. Try to show you guys the wear and some of the imperfections. I'm not sure if it was just forged that way or what the deal is. But these things are really, really strong. I can punch a tree with these things. And just another note, these are illegal. You can't just carry these around, and if something was to happen, you had these in your pocket, and you were to get pulled over, and something happened, you were to get searched or whatever, you would get in a lot of trouble because these are illegal. I guess it's classified as a deadly weapon, so I'm not sure, like if you have a concealed weapons permit, if that maybe be something that you carry, but I doubt that. I would think that's mainly just for like firearms and knives. But that's something to look into. Like I said, I really don't have a whole lot of info on brass knuckles. I'm not an expert by any means on this. As you guys know, I mainly focus around guns, a lot of Glocks in particular, knives, good gear review, things of that nature. But this is just an old family heirloom. I wanted to bring them out, show it to you guys, and hope that you guys appreciate that. But yeah, that's about all I got for you guys today. Kind of a sweet and short video. These always stay locked up. I don't carry them with me anywhere. I have no reason to, but I just keep them locked up more as like an heirloom, and maybe like a conversational piece for when people come over to the house or whatever. And actually, eventually, I might put these up in a frame, like a nice frame with a glass front, and hopefully, I have a little more information on them by then, and I can put a date on there, like when they were made or how old they are, something like that. So again, if any of you guys can help me out with that, and kind of give me a little bit of info on maybe how old these things are, where they came from, anything like that, that would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for y'all today. One more time, just give you kind of a look at it there. Really smooth around the front. I mean, it's all smooth off, no rough edges, anything like that. Just a really, really beautiful piece of art right there. So I plan on keeping these for a very long time until maybe my son is responsible enough and can appreciate these, and he can keep them and maybe hand them down to his kids one day. So yeah, guys, so I hope you liked the video. If you do, please hit that like button, leave me some comments. That really, really helps the channel out a lot. And also, if you're new here, go hit that subscribe button. We've got a lot of great stuff coming. And the rifle review that I've promised you guys, I am working on it. It is in the process right now. So be looking forward to that within the next maybe 2 to 4 days. You should be seeing that. And look on the Orion's Tactical Facebook page. That's a good way to keep up with us and seeing when we're going to do new videos. Also, there's usually some hints on videos to come. So just hop on there, check us out. And until next time, this is Tyler with Orion's Tactical, and I hope you guys have a great night.